Let's go. Victory cigar time, baby. Man, does that feel good? The sweet taste of a Chicago Bears victory. Ben Johnson gets his first victory of the year, of his career, and the Bears, God, finally we can get off of the old snag for the 2025 NFL season as the Bears offense explodes in a 31-14 win over the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you, oh Lord. We don't have to hear the annoying Cowboys fans talking about they beat the Bears this year. Thank God for that.
Sensational.
But there is a few things that I want to discuss in this game, and yes, I'm doing a stand-up video, the very first one. I think I'm going to keep doing these if the Bears win. I think Bears win equals stand-up content for you guys. So, without further ado, let's dive into it.
Yes! Yes!
All right, let's get down to business. What a game by this Chicago Bears team, coming off of an 0-2 start and getting blown out and letting up 50 points last week against the Lions. Fourth quarter meltdown against the Vikings. The last 5 quarters before today of Bears football, well, let's just face it, it's been
Trash!
But today, the Bears played much better. The passing game was explosive from get-go. And Caleb Williams throwing 4 touchdown passes, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of them things.
Yeah!
Against Matt Eberflus's defense.
Yes!
Now, one thing that I was expecting from the Bears coming into this game was they didn't run the football particularly great. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries for 33 yards. It was kind of not necessarily the best game from the Bears run game, but we did see a little bit of progress as if, okay, if we could start to get the running game somewhat decent, in which that's where we kind of were today with the Bears running game. It was somewhat decent. Then I think this offense can do a whole lot more. We got a lot of explosive plays, whether we're talking about a 65-yard touchdown from Williams to Burton on the flea flicker, whether we're talking about the 35-yard touchdown from Odunze, the first touchdown of the game, 41-yard screen pass play from DeAndre Swift, a long 31-yard pass play from Colston Loveland. The passing game of the Chicago Bears was very explosive, and Caleb Williams was 19 for 28, 298, and 4 TDs. The most 2 important things about this ball game for the Bears offensively. 1, no turnovers.
Yeet!
No turnovers. When we're talking about interceptions, when we're talking about fumbles, this Bears offense did not turn to football over. And the Bears defense accumulated 4 turnovers.
Yeet!
2 interceptions by Tremaine Edmunds, an interception by Byard at the end, and then the magnificent play by Tyreek Stevenson that really started the Bears' momentum in this ball game.
Yeet!
I think it was Turpin or Tolbert that he had stripped. No, that was Javonte Williams. It was that Javonte Williams had broke it out for kind of a long play that Tyreek Stevenson just came and took the ball right out of his hands, kept his feet in bounds. And I think that particular play started to get the momentum for this Bears football team that needed a jolt. Their first possession was kind of a miss, and the Cowboys were starting to drive on their first possession of the game, and Tyreek Stevenson makes a big play like that. And then on top of that, Tyreek Stevenson really did have a solid football game, and during the first 2 games, It looked like he couldn't cover a cold.
Trash.
It just looked like he was getting burned. It looked like he was out of place. Tyreek Stevenson, in the absence of Jaylon Johnson today, he played much better football. And we're talking about this Bears team. I think they started to really put it all together today. They really did. When we're talking about this Cowboys passing game, it hurt them a little bit that CeeDee Lamb was basically out from, I think it was the second or third possession of the Cowboys early when he had the ankle sprain. And Jake Ferguson, the one thing the Bears, if you see anything that was kind of lapse in this defense, was their ability to cover the tight end. And I think that is where the absence of a TJ Edwards would have done a lot better, because I think, at least this is my opinion, TJ Edwards is a very good cover linebacker against tight ends because of his speed and his ability to cover and really get things going on there, his pass coverage. So with Jake Ferguson having 13 catches, I think that is one thing. If you look at anything from this Bears defensive unit that you can correct, maybe consistent pressure on Dak Prescott, maybe that's another thing. If you want to look at something that this team can kind of correct. And one thing that we came into the season coming and saying is that this Bears unit is going to have to do better at getting after the quarterback. They got 2 sacks of Dak Prescott, and I just think the pressure may not have been for the way we like it. Montez Sweat did get his first sack of the season, and Dominique Robinson was the first sack, and they didn't get their first sack until the third quarter of this ball game. So I think that was a thing. And Luther Burden being explosive, I think getting him finally involved in this ball game did a big deal with that blown bomb, and then he had a couple of other nice catches. He had 3 catches for 101. Odunze 3 catches for 62 and a touchdown. DJ Moore had 4 catches, 21 and a touchdown. And you had Cole Kmet. He only had 1 catch, but it was that 10-yard touchdown catch in the red zone. And another thing about this Bears offense, I didn't realize this coming into the game, but this Bears offense has done really well in the red zone.
Yeet.
That is going to be key down the line. They were 2 for 3 in the red zone. And one thing about this Bears team that I really also saw today that got cut down a lot, this Bears team was kind of heavily penalized within the first 2 weeks of the season. They only had 6 penalties today for only 41 yards compared to 10 penalties, 121, and you cannot win games when you're getting penalized like that. So they did a good job of keeping down the penalties. They didn't win a time of possession game. I think that was because their offense was a bit more explosive. They did really good on third down, 8 for 14 as a unit on third down. And then they converted their fourth down, which was the red zone touchdown to DJ Moore. This Bears team on a lot of fronts showed that they can really, once they start to put things together, they can really play some quality football. Now, like I said earlier, the one takeaway is that the running game really didn't get going as we would have thought, but the way that Ben Johnson designed the run game, whether we're talking about carries for DJ Moore, whether we're talking about Zacchaeus in the reverse game, whether we're talking about a Luther Burden that also has some carries as well. So, and then Kyle Monangai sucked on that red zone target, that red zone play. He really had some nice runs today. Stat sheet only shows 6 carries, 16 yards, but I just think in a ball game like this, I think later on in the ball game really started to be more effective running the football. So this Bears unit, and then the special teams, you had a couple of decent returns. We're talking about David Duvernay in the kick game and the punt return game. The one thing that we're going to have to clean up, I think, as a Bears unit is our ability to slow down the run game. Because coming into this game, I felt that the Cowboys' run game could be key into them having some success, and it kind of was a bit earlier. But the Bears did a good job of making some adjustments after halftime to really get this game kind of out of a bit of a reach for the Dallas Cowboys to come back. And once they got that fourth down touchdown to DJ Moore, That's what I think what completely killed the ball game. It made the Cowboys a pass-happy football team without CeeDee Lamb. So the one thing that the Bears and Ben Johnson put an emphasis on that they were going to have to be explosive and continue to be explosive offensively, and they did that today. So all around, Bears created turnovers.
Yes!
And all around, the Bears were explosive.
Yes!
And all around, the Bears were a very focused and a very committed football team in a game like this, and they made the key adjustments, especially against the Matt Eberflus defense that's really not known for bringing a lot of pressure, which we saw that as Bears fans with his time as the Bears head coach, was that they really don't bring a lot of pressure. And Caleb, and I give this offensive line a ton of credit outside of Darnell Wright. I think he had 2 penalties. One of them was kind of iffy, and then he got out with the hand injury, and I didn't. But they really made Caleb comfortable in the pocket. And I think when Caleb is comfortable in the pocket, he is a very good quarterback, a very solid quarterback with still room to go. He still has some bits where he kind of misses those high throws, and he had a couple of them today. But overall, Caleb played a very phenomenal football game.
Yeah!
Running game needs to be a little better. Running defense needs to be a little better. But I think this is a game where you play complementary football. You get turnovers, you convert those into points.
Yeet!
Offense converts into points. Defense makes critical, necessary stops.
Yeet!
Outside of that one touchdown drive that the Cowboys had to Pickens, I think it was the second quarter, this Bears defense really showed out, and they really played some really crackdown football. So I give the Bears defensive unit credit. The secondary, I know it sucked that they didn't have CeeDee Lamb, but I still give them credit. Bears offensively, pass game explosive. Run game, second half was much better than what it was in the first half, especially when you're trying to kill a clock and keep a 17-point lead. And then creating the turnovers in the red zone. And Edmunds with those 2 picks with the tip pick. This Bears team really played some phenomenal football today. So the Bears get their first win of this 2025 season. We love to see it.
Yeah!
And then on top of that, Ben Johnson gets his first career win as a head coach. And it makes it even better to be at home at Soldier Field in front of all of us Chicago Bear love and Chicago Bear faithful. So good to celebrate this win. Bears win 31-14 at home. And I am a happy Bears fan this week. And then on top of that, the damn Green Bay Packers lost to the Cleveland Browns.
Yes!
Woo! So, hey, us Bears fans, we got to one up at least for 1 week of the year. So, on top of that, I don't want to make this too long, but Bears win, Packers lose. What a great football Sunday.
Yes!
So that would do it for this reaction. Make sure you guys leave this video a like as it continues to help this channel to grow and it gets more eyeballs on this channel. Bears keep winning because I actually like doing these stand-up type of videos. I might keep it going. Honestly, throughout my reactions and things, I might actually keep this going. So, other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. It's been a good day. Bear down.